welcome to Chapter 8, Lesson 2. Today we're going to look at multiplying by 7. Okay, so here it says you can decompose, which means break apart, larger facts into smaller facts. So like yesterday we cut 6 into 3 and 3. You don't have to do it where you're doubling. So let's say I wanted to do like 7 times... 5's pretty easy. Let's do 7 times 7. I could break that apart into 7 times 3 plus 7 times 4. See where I took my 7 and broke it into 3 and 4. Well, 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28. And then I could add those together to get 49. So we're going to look at that strategy of decomposing the larger facts to get a quicker answer than having to go 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, right? If I just think of it, okay, so 7 times 3 is 21, 7 times 4 is 28, 21, 28, 49, right? Or even when we get even faster, 7 times 7 is 49. We just know it. But this is a great strategy to use, so let's get started. All right, so example 1 says, a museum has a display of 9 kinds of beetles. There are 7 of each kind of beetle. How many beetles are on display? Write a multiplication sentence with a symbol for the unknown. So we're trying to figure out 9 times 7 equals what? Okay, there's our symbol for the unknown. It's just a box. So if we need to decompose the factor of 7 into 2 addends of 5 plus 2. Okay. So if I break 7 into 5 plus 2, I need to do 9 times 5 plus 9 times 2. Okay. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 2 is 18. Now, and I probably chose 5 because 5s are easy to count, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 5s are easy to count, and 2s are an easier number to multiply as well. So I broke it into 2 numbers that I'm comfortable with so that I can get to my answer quicker. Okay, now 45 and 18. 8 plus 5 is 13. 4 plus 2 is 6, which means that 7. Oh, well, no, come on here. Why do they have to make this complicated? 9 times 5 plus 9 times 2 equals 9 times 7, or 63. 9 times 7 is 63. There are 63 beetles on display. Example, to multiply by 7, you can also use a related fact. So let's look here. A pet store sold 3 gerbils. Each gerbil cost $7. How much money did the pet store make selling the gerbils? So, here we go. Instead of saying, well, I'm doing 3 times 7. With 3 groups of $7, I could say 3 times $7, or you can write it vertically, up and down, vertically. I could use the commutative property of multiplication. So if I have 7 times 3, that is 7 plus 7 plus 7, or 21. If I turn it right on its side, I would still get 21, right? That's why the commutative property works. If I have the array standing tall or on the side, it's still the same array, still worth the same amount. So 3 times 7 is 21. The pet store made $21 on the sale of gerbils. Here we go. Use a known fact and the commutative property to find each product. 7 times 5 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 5 times 7 is 35, right? So sometimes kids think, I think this is what they're getting to. Sometimes kids think because the 7 came first, I have to count by 7s. 7, 14, 21, right? That's trickier than counting by fives. So the point that this is getting at is just because the 7 comes first does not mean you have to count by sevens. You could look at this as also 5 sevens, right? Because 5 sevens is the same as 7 fives, same amount, right? So same here, 7 times 2. My known fact is 2 times 7, 2 groups of 7 is 14. Well then, 7 groups of 2 is also 14. All right, I'm going to switch ahead to page 439. Do a couple more of these. So 7 times 10, I could say my known facts, break that up into 5 and 2 because we like counting by 5s and 2s. So 5 tens are worth 50. 2 tens are worth 20. 50 and 20 makes 70. Okay, let's 5 and 7. Let's break it into 7 into 5 and 2. So 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2 is 10. So that means 25 and 10 is 35. All right, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching till the very end. Make sure you let me know if you have any questions.